Are we live? Can you guys hear me? Alrighty. Alright, guys, what I'm about to teach you really only works if you got some money in the bank still. If you got a couple $100, this ain't for you. Couple $100, like 2023 option, AMC, I don't know. 2022. But I want to give the rich people some moves that they can use to where they're making money during this whole bull crap. All this price manipulation. Like the diamond handlers are creating a situation for rich people to come in and capitalize off this very, very well, even if they're bullish on a squeeze. So if you got some money, if you got over $20,000 in the bank, you're bullish on an AMC GME squeeze and you're already invested into it, but you want to know how to make money every couple weeks until the squeeze happens. And if the squeeze does happen, you want to make sure that you're invested to make money off that squeeze. That's what I'm about to show you right now. It doesn't work if you only got a couple $100 or a couple $1,000. In order to play this, you got to have a little bit of money. So I'm going to show you guys a couple strategies. Some for a little bit less money, some for a little bit more money. I don't know exactly how much you'll need. You'll have to do the research yourself. I'm just going to show you how it works. So let's go ahead. And the way we're going to do this is I'm going to have to break it out separately onto multiple pages. And I'll explain why in a little bit. Because it doesn't really show you exactly what you're looking for unless you do it like this. It also doesn't work quite as well during market hours. So I may have to come back and do this after the market closes if we get some funky numbers. FOYI. Alright, so on this guy, we're going to come here. We're going to go to May 21st. Come down to $300 strike. We're going to sell it to $360. Let's just say 100 of them for $36,000. And then we'll put this between 160 and 500 so we can see our risk. Our 350 should be, oh no, this isn't going to be our risk. So we're selling this, not buying it. That was my mistake. Alright. So we know that 350 would be the stock price moving up 100%. The way that margin works on accounts is that each symbol has their own percent amount. So for example, an index like the S&P 500, it looks 8% up, 6% down. Whatever the most you can lose is, that is how much margin it requires you to need. So if we assume that GameStop, I know that it moved up, but I don't know what it used to be. Like it used to be 20% for Apple, Google, all these different companies. Since this GameStop crap has happened, I know they increased it. I don't know if it's 100% or 200% exactly. So you guys are going to have to do some research on your own. But basically, we assume 100%, then it would say that this 352, we need $800,000 if we want to try to collect $36,000 on a credit spread. You need $800,000 in your account because it says if GameStop moves 100% up, you'd lose that $800,000. Here's the thing though, if it moves to 220, you've already lost $100,000. But now what's 100% from there? It's 420. So now it's 1.4 million. So now you'd need that 100,000 that you lost plus another 1.3 million to keep trying to get this $36,000, and you'd get your 100,000 that you lost back, assuming that it didn't go up past this limit, the $300 mark. So if we just look at the number right now, though, the 175 to 350, that would give us about 800,000 of margin that we need. Now we don't want to have 800,000 of margin to make $36,000 because that's basically like a 5% ROI, and we want to make more than that off a 3-week timetable. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come here on the May 7th, and I'm going to buy an option, let's just say at the 350 mark. Let's do 100 of these and calculate. Now at the 350 mark that they were calculating, that 800,000 that we lose, this would make 450,000, right? So we're basically almost to the point where that 800,000 isn't a threat anymore. Not quite yet. It's still a threat. So we're at 450,000 right there. So if I bring this up to, let's say, 150, now we're at 600,000. So now we're at 200,000. So now that $20,000 credit spread is actually 10%, which is getting better. Let's go ahead and bump it up a little bit more to 200. Now let's calculate this guy, and now we're at $900,000. Basically saying, if I sold that one on May 21st and bought this one today, and it went up to 350 today, we'd actually make a profit. We wouldn't lose money. Does that make sense to everybody? And so now, if I buy these contracts, these 200 contracts first, and then I come back and I sell these 100 contracts here, it should not give me any type of margin issue because it should be suggesting that I make more than I lose at this point. The problem is as time goes on, you're still losing this money, right? Where as time goes on over, oh, sorry, that's the 495. We want to be looking at the 350. So as the 350 goes on, as time goes on, we're still potentially losing money, right? So over here, it's 484,000 is our max loss. While over here it was 800,000. So right here we got to cover for $800,000 of losses while we're down at 175. But then over here, let's just say on May 13th, we only got to cover for 640,000. And then over here towards the end of this week, we only got to cover for 480,000. So about half as much as we were covering for in the beginning. And what that means is, as I carry this guy over till May 7th, on the way to May 7th, so in the next 3, 4, or 5 days, I can come in on this guy, select option, and every day these May 14th options are getting cheaper. And as soon as I see my margins starting to creep up on me because the value of those other options I bought are about to get depleted, I can come back into here, come back to 350 when this is not at $1.60, but instead is back at the, let's just say 60, 70, 80 cents like the other one was, and I can buy a bunch of contracts here. Okay? And then towards the end of this week, I got to buy even less on the next week because the amount of risk that I have to cover for is even less than before. And so basically the idea is if I can come in and I can hedge my bets over 3 Friday expirations of the losses of this potential, and this is $36,000 of credit spread, right? So if I just hedged the first week with 8,400, the second week with another 8,400, and the third week with another 8,400, I shouldn't have to do that much. It should be less than that. But let's just say I hedged with $25,000. That means by the end of May 21st, I'm making an $11,000 profit. This is taking into zero consideration of what stocks and long-term options you are buying for actual long-term bullish profits in case a squeeze were to happen. And this is suggesting that if a squeeze happens while you're doing this, you would actually make a profit on the squeeze. Okay, so for example, if we come over here and we bump this up to 495, calculate, this guy right here at 495 at expiration on Friday would be making 2.8 million, while This guy at 495 would be losing 1.9 million. So if it squeezed, you'd be making $1 million profit just based on that stupid $8,000 bet you made versus a $36,000 credit you sold. Anybody seeing any issues with that, or is anybody rich enough to go make some money? I hope you guys are rich enough to go make some money off something like that. I'm going to show you the poor version of this now. So if you want to do this, but you're too poor to do it like I just showed you, how else can you do it? That's what I'm about to show you. This one will be for AMC. Okay? So that's the GME one. If you do that with GME and you already are long on GME and then you already go and you're buying some long on AMC, then all you got to do is buy long on AMC. You don't got to do any type of credit spreads or anything on AMC for this. If you aren't messing with GME for whatever reason and you don't like GME and you only want to mess with AMC, let me show you a poor man's version of what we just went over, but for AMC. And so the poor man's version of what we just went over, let's change all these to AMC. I just want other people other than hedgies making money. That's all I care about right now, is more than freaking hedgies making money right now. As long as I know some good guys are making money, I don't really care about how long this whole thing takes. But the fact that everyone's getting robbed and the diamond handlers are just basically breaking even for the last 2 months is starting to piss me off. Alright guys, so on this one, I'm actually going to do something a little bit different. Let's see here. Interesting. Interesting. It does not look like it allows me to naked short a stock. But I'm going to show you guys how to naked short AMC while maximizing your potential. And what I mean by that is if we go to select option, we go to January 2023. All right, guys. So there's something that I need you guys to understand very, very importantly, okay? Let's go ahead and do 2022 just because. So if I'm invested in the $20 strike and AMC goes to $20, the most money that's going to, the strike that makes the most ROI percent will be the $20 strike. If I'm invested in a $20 strike and the AMC stock price goes to $40 all in a second, the strike that makes the most money would be the $40 strike. What that means is, if I knew $10 was going to go to $12 in a second, and then $12 was going to go to $14, and it was going to jump by $2 every 30 minutes, then what I do is I put 100% of my money on the $12 strike. As soon as it hits 12, cash out, put 100% of my money on the $14 strike. As soon as it hits 14, cash out, do it on the 16, and so forth until it hits 40. If I want to make the maximum amount of profit on the way up to 40, that's how you would do it. The problem is if it squeezes in a moment and it goes straight to 40, and you were stuck in the $12 strike, now everyone that was invested in a strike higher than you is going to make more money than you. Okay? So it's not a bulletproof plan to just dump all your money in the $12 strike, even though at the beginning it is the most profitable. It doesn't mean you're going to make the most profit. Does that make sense? So that's one thing I considered. That's why I like to jump to the high strikes where I'm at, because I was expecting a squeeze. This was all about an imminent squeeze happening, and so I was just ready for the squeeze to happen, and I was going to be invested, ready for it to happen, right? All right, well, how do we get you guys to where you're making money on AMC no matter what when this bullcrap happens? And now you're going to need to be focusing on the trampoline technical analysis, okay? And the same applies to the GME. The lower you are when you start that process, the better. The higher you, actually, if you think, so with the GME one, you actually want to start at the top of the trampoline where you think they're going to start smashing the price down again. That's where you prefer to start your sell credit strategy, because then you'll start making some of those profits. That $36,000, you can make a lot of it in the first week if the price were to crash when you started that. So on the GME one, you definitely want to do it when you think it's at the top price and you think the hedgies are going to start beating the price down. And then, but because you're hedging yourself for an immediate upgrowth, it doesn't necessarily hurt you to get in right away. But the best time is definitely when you think it's going to start getting beat down. AMC, the best time to do this is at the bottom of a trampoline, okay? It actually works at the bottom or top of a trampoline, so I'm going to take that back. Let's go ahead and say top of a trampoline for this one as well. If you want to make a profit right away, the top of the trampoline is the part that will guarantee that. And let me explain that. So, what that means is, let's just go ahead and say we're going to assume $20 is a strike we want to play, okay? I know on this 2022 strike, the 2022 strike, if AMC goes to $20, this $1.90 is going to be worth at least, let's just say 7x its money, okay? I know for a fact it'll be worth at least 7x its money. I don't want to explain why. That's just something I know. So you guys just need to deal with it, okay? So I'm going to calculate this bad boy. Okay. I'm going to change what I'm already doing because I realized that I'm already messing up. So I actually want to change my select option, and I'm going to go to $10 strike. And I'm actually going to change this guy instead of 2022. Let's jump back all the way to September. Let's do a $10 strike. Let's just start at 100 right now. Let's calculate. Okay. Then I actually don't like the September either. So we're going to have to play off AMC's very, very cheap options. So let's come to a $10 strike here. Let's do May 21st for now and see how that works. Okay. So the idea of what I'm trying to do is if we're at the top of a trampoline, then we're expecting the price to come down, and if the price goes down, we want to make more than we lose off selling the AMC. But if we're shorting the AMC and it goes up, that's where we want to make money. So let me look at this again. Let's look at the $10 strike. Okay, so it looks like it's going to make more sense to do something like this. And instead of using the percent, I'm going to want the profit loss in dollar. There we go. Okay, now I know I'm shorting the stock and it comes down 10%, I'd lose $6,800, right? Okay. If I'm shorting the stock and it goes up 10%, my option would make $6,800. Okay? So basically, in the beginning, I'm either going to make or lose $6,800, and each one of these things is 1 week. And so after a week, now that same amount of movement is 10% less profitable, 10% less profitable every single week, okay? And because we're playing this as a trampoline and because it's long-term theta options, this gives us plenty to work with. Okay, so now we know that we make money if it goes up, we lose money if it goes down, okay? So basically what I want to do is I want to set up shorting my stock because we feel like we're at the top of a trampoline and we feel like it's about to get crushed. I want to make mine to where if it falls 10%, I make $6,800 on shorting my stock. So if it drops $1, if it drops from $10 to $9, I make 10% money. So that means I want to short $68,000 worth of stocks. So if I'm shorting $68,000 worth of stocks, it goes up 10%. That means I lose $6,800. So we break even here at the 11. It goes up to 12. I lose 13,600. And so now I'm actually up $500 profit at the $12 strike. At the $13 strike, now I'm up about 1,500 and so forth. Okay? And so basically what the idea is here is whichever direction it goes, if it comes down to $8 and I lose 13,000 on my option, but I make 13,000 on my shorting of the stock, I'm going to close out the shorting of my stock because I know that I just hit this AMC trampoline. And so now it's going to go up. And so now I'm going to get back the 13,000 that I lost in my option when it hits $10 again, and then I'm going to short the stock again. And so now if it goes up, I can cash out my options and let it crash again and get back my profits on the short, etc. Does that make sense? And so you definitely want to do it at the top of a trampoline. That way you never got to cash out your options. And that way you only close your shorts when you think that you're going to make, or you close your shorts when you make the profit on the downswing, when you expected a downswing and it happens. Anytime it goes up and you weren't expecting it to and you had a short position on there, you just don't collect those profits. But then every time it crashes back down and you had a short position, you're now adding those profits to your bank account as this bullshit continues to happen. And then if it does squeeze in between, after it squeezes a lot, you make a lot more money. And like, again, just buy some stock, buy some deep out of the money options aside from this little strategy you're doing. And those will profit a fortune if it squeezes while you're playing this little game with the hedgies. Does that make sense to everybody? Does that make sense to everybody? Does everyone see the rich man and the poor man way of making money in this bullshit? One with GameStop, one with AMC. Does everyone see how to play this? Where you play the squeeze, but you're also shorting the stock at the same time. And as long as it's going up and down, you're making a fortune. If it squeezes at any given time, you make a bloody fortune. I hope somebody makes money off this shit. I hope you guys go prove that I'm the greatest option stock trader on YouTube right now. I hope somebody goes makes these hedgies pay. If you're the only one doing it, you're going to make a buku amount of dollars because the hedgies won't care. They'll let you do it because it doesn't hurt them to let you make money. If you see the volume and open interest and everyone's doing what you're doing, then just know that if the hedgies can move the price somewhere else to take money from everybody, they will. If everybody's doing it and it makes sense to them to push the price up because now you guys are shorting the stock more than they are, they will push the price up to bankrupt you guys. Granted, this can't bankrupt you because you're covering for the squeeze, but I'm just saying if there's a middle price where there's a maximum pain point that you create in your own trade and everybody else happen to do that as well, you better believe the hedgies are sending it to the max pain point. I hope you guys go make some money. Send me a kickback after you get paid in a couple months. You should be able to make 100 to 200 to 300% on your money in the next couple months if they keep playing these fucking games. So if you got 100 grand right now, go make 500K. Go make 500K. Show the world like the God pill helped you. God pill, how can I help you?
Yeah, go watch Straight Trades. You're a clown, pal.
You're a clown, retard. Is that all you guys say?
Yeah, man, I wouldn't trust you with a $5 bill.
Yeah, it's because you don't watch. It's because you got no attention span. It's because you're a goldfish. It's because you're a goldfish that lacks an attention span and you don't have a brain. And that's why you don't watch me for more than 5 minutes. Hey, it doesn't matter how much money I've lost when I've given away $1 billion for free, retard. It doesn't matter how much money I've lost. You're a moron. You know nothing about trading. You know nothing about stocks. You're pathetic.
So keep.
I'm a genius. You're pathetic.
You're badass. And I'm not listening to you because you're a loser.
You're calling me, so you're clearly listening, pathetic loser. Only a loser would spend time talking to a person they thought was a loser. Only a loser would spend time talking to a person they thought was a loser, you fucking loser.
You lose money.
I'm the GOAT trader of the world. I'm the richest man on earth, retard. I am dominion of the earth. I am Jesus Christ. I am the Son of God. I am the Revelation. I am the book of Revelations. You are a pathetic piece of trash. You are nothing compared to me. I am a god compared to you, you peasant, you ant, you simpleton. Anything else?
And you people follow this guy?
Everybody follows me because they like to make money and they like to learn.
No, they don't.
I'm the only one
Viewers
teaching.
you have.
I'm the only one
That's what your
teaching.
viewers.
Trey tells you what to do. I teach you how the money works. You don't know shit.
62 viewers
You don't
now.
know shit, bro. I know everything. You know nothing.
20,000.
Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you to call me? How many viewers you got? Are you doing a live stream?
Trade 20,000 viewers.
Who the fuck cares about trade trades? He owes me $1 million, retard. You know he owes me $1 million. You know I'm suing him. You know I'm getting paid by trade trades, you little bitch. Guys, I can't lose. I'm winning. They're calling angry because I can't lose and they know it. And so they're trying to freaking lower my morale.
Paid by Ryan.
Hey, bro. Hey, retard. Hey, retard. Ryan's not suing me because she's a scared little bitch just like you. You fucking loser. I thought you said only losers listen to me. Why are you fucking listening to me in the background, retard? I thought you were just calling in.
Keep losing your money. Keep giving people options that you can't follow yourself.
I'm so richer than you, faggot. Anything else,
I
retard?
just called in. I had to go on there to get your phone number, faggot.
You want my phone number? It's 480-937-6887.
No, you're not. You can't even trade. You can't put $1 on the fucking trade account, you broke bitch.
Retard, I got $1,000 in my trade account, you broke bitch. Like, shut up. You don't got no idea what you're talking about. Do the research, and then you'll know. Do the research. Do the research. Watch the videos, you pathetic
Then go make
loser.
your $500,000,
You pathetic loser.
fucking idiot.
You pathetic loser. Do the research. Do the research, you pathetic loser. You pathetic, simpleton ant peasant bitch that's never known anything about anything in his whole life and has never had an accomplishment in his whole life. You pathetic fucking cunt. Get the fuck off my stream and go leave and go suck Trey's dick like you like to do. We know you like his dick, so go suck on it, you pathetic loser. Is this Trey? You guys think this is Trey?
Damn you, faggot.
Is Trey just...
Nobody needs to listen to you.
Is
You're
Trey
a
just
loser.
offended that I called him out yesterday and his math sucked yesterday and his option strategy sucked yesterday? Is that what this is? Is Trey just upset he doesn't understand options? Is Trey calling in right now? Hey Trey, how are you? You fucking retard. Get the
The
fuck
only
out of
thing
here,
fucking
clown.
funny is your father, okay?
Get the fuck out of here, clown. You don't know shit about anything. I'm giving you a chance to talk and you can't fucking talk because you don't know shit. All you can do is talk shit. I can actually talk math and facts and anything you want to talk about, but you just called in to talk shit and you're out of your league, little kid. You're out of your fucking league. Let's go, little boy.
Because
Say
I don't need to
something.
talk numbers with you. You can't make money off of your own fucking advice.
You can't make money on your own fucking advice. Do you know that they halted the stock 20 times and that when Trey tells you it's normal to halt the stock when it's going up or down is bullshit? And that every time they halted the stock when I owned options is actually a time that I won and only adds to the damages when I go and sue the Federal Reserve and the DTC and all you other clown-ass motherfuckers involved in this bullshit? Including Trey? Do you know why Trey's giving me $1 million? It's because he's a fucking sellout, and when I try to subpoena him, and when I try to fucking deposition him, he won't answer my questions, retard. Hey, retard, he will not answer my questions because he's a sellout. People like Trey will not allow people to subpoena their records, and they will pay every single time before it goes to court because they cannot afford to fucking lose. You retard. Holy shit, does this guy got any opinions worth listening to, or is he just a fucking clown-ass loser?
You're not getting shit. You're not
You're
getting
not
shit.
getting
You're a
shit.
loser.
You're a loser. You've only won in everything you tried to do, but somehow you're a loser.
Yeah, your viewers need to go watch Trey's Trade.
Hey, retard, you know that I've won in everything I've done in my life, right? You know that I've made $500,000 a year for the last 5 years, right? Do you know that? Or are you just retarded? Who are you? Get the fuck off my line, retard. You're nobody.
Oh, really?
You're trash. Look
Yo,
up select
shut up, you
adjusters.
bedroom.
Look up select adjusters. Okay, in Arizona. Look up the court case selected or Paseo Ranch versus Hartford. Look up the court case select adjusters versus Ware owners. Look up the court case select adjusters versus MRM roofing. I'm 3 for 3, bitch. I'm 3 for 3, and I'm gonna win this one too. I guarantee it. You ain't stand a chance. Look it up. It's all public recording. It's all public documents. I'm the realest motherfucker on earth, retard.
Shit.
I'm the realest motherfucker on earth, retard. Holy shit, that guy couldn't say nothing. That guy couldn't say nothing. I was giving him all the chances to finally fucking say something. Holy shit. Greg Cody said, veins popping out. Guys, my life's better than yours. Like, don't worry about my veins or my heart or anything else. I'm fucking gravy. I'm the only person you guys ever seen in the world lose money like this and not even fucking flinch. Not even flinch. Alright guys, I showed you the poor man and the rich man option credit spread opportunity while still capitalizing on a squeeze for GME. Throw a little bit on AMC every time you do this, so you're playing both. And then I showed you how to do it, the poor man's version on just AMC, and you could throw a little bit on GME, so you're still like playing both. But man, if there's no questions, I think I showed you everything you need to know. Godpill, how can I help you?
Yo, what you gotta do right now is you and a bunch of your followers, we need to start playing the options game, bro, for AMC right now. Start making some money, dude.
Did you watch the beginning of this video?
Yeah. I watched all your shit, dude. But let's put...
Not all my shit, bro. I'm talking about today. Did you watch today's video?
Man.
So what did I tell people to do?
The trampoline effect, going low and fucking, blah, 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 fucking cover your options and cover your ass if it squeezes. But let's actually put our money down as a, and
Send me your money and I'll show the whole world how to do it with your money. I got no money, bro.
Really? Come on, you don't have anything? You have like $1 million.
It's in my girl's account and I can't touch it.
Why, she won't let you?
I gave her money. I said, that's your money. And I said, I'm going to go play with the rest of this money and see what happens. And I lost my money and she has her money. End of story. I made a deal with her and, that's where we're at.
That's pretty weak, dude.
I don't think so. I think I'm the baddest man on the planet. I'm about to fuck you and everybody else up to prove it. So, you can just shut the fuck up. I don't know anybody else boxing. I just boxed somebody that's 25 pounds bigger than me fighting his first pro fight in a month. So, what the fuck did you do, pussy?
You got your ass kicked, homie. I saw that fight.
Oh, did you see me get my ass kicked? Yeah. The fight that you would have never stepped into, you little pussy? Is that what you saw?
Oh my god, I would have fucking wrecked you, dude.
I'll wreck you, bitch. And I'm gonna wreck Jake Paul. I'm gonna wreck Conor McGregor. And you're a pathetic little. You're a little girl. You're a little girl. If you want to come wreck my ass, you know how to pick up that $100. Everyone knows how to pick up my $100 if you want my $100. All right. Clearly, there's nothing valuable on Skype. So we'll go ahead and get out of there. I'm going to answer any final questions in the chat before I go. I just want to teach you guys how to make a little money if that's what you guys wanted to do. It's up to you. But I don't think anyone can dispute what I just showed you. It is solid fucking gold. Easy fucking money. If you guys don't want it, then you're probably as broke as I am. And if you're as broke as I am and you already YOLO'd with me, then you're already blessed. You're already destined for greatness. So just fucking chill for a little bit, and things are gonna work out for us. I don't know when. I don't know how. Avamal says, "Did you file the suit against Trey? I am still waiting for my brother's lawyer to send me back the complaint that I had written out with all the legalese in it and directions on where and which court to file. And so I figure I'll get that back by the end of this week or so." Ass Eater Anonymous says, "Do you think $5,000 is enough for the poor man play?" 100% I do. 100% I do. All right, so what are you guys gonna do, guys? So the $5,000, what you're gonna do is you're gonna come in here. You're gonna come on the 2022 January 2022 $10 call. Okay? So if you got $5,000 you're gonna throw to this, right? You gotta have at least another $2,000 that you're already bullish on AMC with, okay? So don't throw 100% of your $5,000. If you only have $5,000, then you're gonna do this with $3,000 or $4,000, okay? If you only have $5,000, let's do this with $4,000. You keep the other $1,000 wherever you like it the most. Then this $4,000, what you're gonna do is you are gonna bet it on, basically, I believe it'd be 11 of these. Would be $4,000. Do we want to bet all $4,000? And then if I short $4,000, so if I bet the $4,000, and if I short the $4,000, then it goes down. Then I make $400 right here. Okay, so we want to do a little bit less than 4,000. It looks like. So let's just do 9. 32.40. All right. So basically, what I'd want to do is I'd want to short the AMC stock. So first, I want to come in and buy the options for the long. That way, when I come into short, it shouldn't tell me I have a problem shorting. But you should be able to come in and buy these for about $3,000, and then you should be able to sell the AMC stock at $4,000, which would be 40 shares about. And that way, if it drops to $9, you make $400. So when your options lose $612, your short makes $400. So you could basically close your short for that $400 profit. Then when it comes back to $10, you get your $600 back from the options. Now you're up net a $400 profit just by it going down to $9 and back up to $10. So that's an idea of how it works. Make sure that you don't need a special or upgraded account in order to do this. And so, for example, in order to do that, if you're going to do 40, if you're doing 40 shares that you're shorting, or sorry, it'd be 400 shares that you're shorting on AMC for 4,000 total. So if you're doing that, then your 400 shares, if we assume that we were doing 10 of these, then it'd be 1 to 4. So just do one contract and then 4, and then so buy one of these, sell 4 AMC shares, and make sure it allows you to do that. And as long as it doesn't have any margin issues, then just keep stacking up that ratio until you get the money in that you wanted. And remember, you may want to wait for the next trampoline, and or you may want to wait for it to go up a little bit and see where. Let it go up a little bit more from where it's at right now, and then wait for when you think it's going to crash the next time. Because the best time to play these options is when you think it's at its highest point and you think the hedges are going to drop the price again. That's when it's best to play these. I Am Irrelevant says, man, YouTube made it hard to find your live stream. I want to learn options, but I'm still too dumb. COVID wrecked my brain. I Am Irrelevant. All you got to do is go watch my playlist where it says Sell Stocks, Buy Options. There's 4 videos. Watch that, and then come watch this morning's video. And I feel like you should know what you're doing, at least well enough. Yes, if your options are 100% in the money. So if I bought a $10 strike and it's at $20, so I'm like 100% above, anything like that, and your intrinsic value is 90% or more of your options value. So exercising options after you hit that kind of intrinsic value is not a bad thing. Exercising your options when you are out of the money and you hit at the money is like the worst thing you could possibly do, and you're basically giving away all your profits. But if you're deep in the money, then exercising is not a bad thing. All right, guys, if there's nothing else, I think I'm done for the I don't know if I'm done for the day, but I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of information, just because I felt like not many people watched over the weekend, so I felt like if I maybe did this during the stock hours, more people would see it, and hopefully a couple people try it out, make a little bit of money. I just, honestly, guys, when I started this back in February 1st, I did not expect them to be able to drag it out this long. I got no idea how long they can drag this out. And so I'm just trying to give you guys some more tools in your belts so that you could make money if they did drag this out even longer. Calm XX says, what you doing with $2,000? Watch this video and you'll find out what you can do with $2,000. I don't know anything about Moo Moo. I've never even heard of it. First time I've ever heard of it. Anything else? Going once. Going twice. Sold. Anybody? Any questions? I use E-Trade. I hear Vanguard's pretty great. All right, people. Good luck making money. I'll say a prayer for all of you.